This is Guillermo Fariñas, the man who has been on hunger strike no less than 23 times. The man who has declared himself ready to fight till his death for freedom in Cuba, surviving 11.5 years imprisonment. And for this reason, the man who was chosen as the EPP group's candidate for this year's prestigious Sakharov Prize for Freedom of Thought. The European Parliament will award him the prize at a ceremony in Strasbourg in December. Whether or not he'll be able to get there to receive it, that he was chosen as its winner gives him and his struggle crucial visibility and support. A psychologist by training, Farinas actually worked as a soldier in Castro's troops in the 1980s. But he withdrew his affiliation to the Communist Youth in 1989 and founded an independent Cuban press agency, Cubana Press, that aimed to tell the world about the political situation in Cuba and gain attention for its political prisoners. When the agency was closed down by the Cuban authorities, Farinas started his first hunger strike in protest at internet censorship in his country. It was to be the first of many, culminating in his latest one, which he started the day after the death of fellow political dissident Orlando Zapato in a Cuban prison. Zapato had been on hunger strike for 3 months, and his death caused outrage worldwide. Farinas took up his cause from his own house in Santa Clara, starving himself for 135 days until Cuba's Catholic Church announced the release of 52 sick political prisoners. The Sakharov Prize is not the first Farinas has won for his struggles. In 2006, he won the Reporters Without Borders Award for cyber freedom. But this award recognises his contribution to supporting human rights and democracy as well, as José Ignacio Salafranca, who sponsored him as a candidate on behalf of the EPP group, highlighted.
I think Farinas is the ideal candidate and responds to all the criteria for the Sakharov Prize: defense of human rights and fundamental freedoms, freedom of expression, and his fight for democracy with huge personal sacrifice. It would be hard to find a candidate who better represents both, in spirit and to the letter, the award and Andrei Sakharov himself.
The prize this year also has a profoundly relevant political message, not just to the Cuban regime, but also closer to home. The message seems to have been heard, with EU foreign affairs ministers rejecting a call from the Spanish government to relax the EU's position on Cuba only this month. The EU will continue to make better ties with Communist Cuba, conditional on political liberalisation and improved human rights.
I think it offers strong support at a difficult time for Cuba and boosts morale for all those that have struggled in Cuba for their freedom and dignity.
Whether the Cuban authorities allow Guillermo Farinas to travel to accept his prize in December, and crucially whether he'll be allowed back into his country to continue his struggle, may mark a turning point in EU-Cuba relations. To find out more about the EPP group's position on Cuba and human rights generally, visit our website eppgroup.eu. Thanks for watching.